Thanks for chatting. Telling me all the things that I'm undoubtedly doing wrong. Okay, he's going first. Next page is Runes and Spoils. We have those. Because of Marauder. 5-2 with the states. Let's take a look at the board. Attacks. Marauder and Sea Hag. Okay. That. So, trashing, you've got Trading Post. That's it. Okay. There's also Gardens, which could potentially counter these guys. Village, there's only King's Court. However, there are no non-terminals. There are 0 non-terminals on this board. So King's Court can only act as a village when it's with itself. Draw is Library. A little nasty, and there's not really plus buy, although there's a ton of gaining. So like, there's Gardens and Silk Road and all these nasty attacks. So like, Slog is probably really good. Haggler's probably really good. Trading Post is potentially good, especially if you can manage to get it on turn 1. Library could be nice, and then you just want to get all this stuff. So with a 5-2, what am I going to open with? Trading Post or Haggler? Well, I mean, I don't really think Marauder and Sea Hag... Well, Sea Hag is definitely garbage here. It's just super bad. Marauder just seems much better because it gains you spoils, which could potentially be good. Does it? Is it? Well, it's still better than Sea Hag. Sea Hag's just bad. But if I saw him open with one of those, I'd be much more inclined to get a Trading Post on turn 1. But like with Haggler, I could just get a Trading Post next shuffle and haggle something else. Then I miss out on a little bit of thinning, but thinning doesn't seem like the most important thing here. Gaining a million billion cards seems more important because you're going to play this Garden Silk Road slog. So the actual thinning of Trading Post doesn't seem all that great until I know that I'm going to have these curses in my deck and potentially ruins. Then I might want something like this. So yeah, we'll open Haggler, and I think I'm going to open with a Copper. Yep, Haggler Copper. Sea Hag. Well, I'm getting a Trading Post. I'm getting it now. I'm getting gold and Trading Post. This is pretty fortunate. Mostly because my Haggler didn't get Sea Hagged. I mean, you would think that the Sea Hag would be more inclined to flip the Haggler because they have the letters H-A-G in them. But, I mean, here that clearly wasn't the case. Next turn is going to be total garbage, right? Yeah, so we'll just pick up another Copper here. Okay, this is just fine, although we have to make a pretty hard decision here. Trashing 2 estates is not very good for Adam's Silk Roads. Now, honestly, like, Gardens is just way better than Silk Roads here, isn't it? Silk Roads is fine, but is it... I mean, this is turn 5, and he bought a Sea Hag. So... he opened Sea Hag in silver. He's picked up 2 more silvers. I can't bring myself to keep these estates. It just doesn't seem good. Now do I get a Marauder? I don't think I can go this game without junking him, right? Or can I? Because I think Gardens is that good. Well, we're both gonna get 4 Gardens, right? This game, how are you gonna win this game? You're gonna win this game by what? Having more duchies? Are you going to win this game by getting a couple of provinces? Or are you going to win this game by having your Gardens and Silk Roads be more valuable than your opponent? Well, by trashing 2 estates and getting a Trading Post, I don't seem to be playing towards that last one. Although I have a Haggler and he doesn't. The Marauder seems good because it allows me to potentially spike provinces. I already have a gold in my deck. Like, I could be just getting a bunch of provinces. Yeah, I like the Marauder. Give it to me. Give me the Marauder. Let's get a Marauder on turn 5, because we're good at this game. Okay. So 7 with a Haggler in play. Pretty sure I don't want a King's Court. So is it just gold and something else? Gold Haggler, I think. Merchant Ship and Library seem decent, but I think a second Haggler is better at this point in time. Let's go ahead and get these things. And for 5, Merchant Ship, Haggler number 3. That was pretty lucky. I didn't have to draw that curse this shuffle. I like library. Not positive about it, but I like it. Tough decision. 5 with a Haggler in play, or I can thin this curse. I really like thinning the curse. I only have 4, which is a little rough. I can just get a silver. So is it 5 haggling 4, which I already decided was a silver, or thin a curse, mine myself, get a silver? Or I'd rather have a $5 card and improve my economy, or thin a curse. Well, thinning just seems better. Man, I'm hitting 5 a lot. Check me out. He's got some good money cards. I think I want to start on Gardens. Let's get some Gardens, bro. Let's make him divert. This is a really inconvenient time for him to do that. Discard a Haggler. Let's just start getting a bunch of Gardens. I think both of us are getting some unfortunate draws. 7, huh? That's awful. Gardens. Man, he doesn't want Gardens at all. This is terrible. Wow, this sucks. This is a really bad shuffle, but I don't know. I think Gardens is really stinking good. Maybe this trading post wasn't good, huh? In full slog mode now. What are the ruins at? 8. If my terminals stop colliding, I feel like I kind of like, you know, I have good chances here. Did I get 7 Gardens, I think? Here's a province. That makes Adam happy. Unless it's not a province, in which case it makes Adam very sad. Okay, great. Province. Need to keep a close eye on this. Oh, I really need to think about Silk Road versus Duchy. Is the game close enough to over for me to care? So I've trashed 2 estates. I've got 1 estate, I think 7 gardens, and a province and a duchy. So duchies are still worth more. Let's get the duchy. I mean, it costs more. I don't think the split, I mean, he's been going for provinces. Need to pay attention to this and see how much my gardens bump up by. 7, yeah, from the spoils. So I have 7 gardens. Seven gardens, 3, 1 estate. Silk roads are worth just as much as duchies. Now, if the duchies are gone, I don't think I care, right? Silk roads are just going to be worth more by the end of the game. The game's not going to end like now, is it? Yeah, let's start getting silk roads. This is pretty good. Hagglers, I've missed you. Haven't seen one of you in a while, huh? If this game ends on Silk Road piles, I think I'm in great shape. I did not see how much that was worth for him. Wow, this is terrible! There we go, I got 55 points. Check me out. Oh, I have 54 points. I'll just have to get an estate. Oh, he just bumped up a whole bunch. Well, I just got 7 points from that. I don't know. I feel like without getting a single haggler,